Brought you out? Or did you just happen to be walking
Same
by?
reason you're here.
Tell me.
Well, I wasn't. I don't walk around this neighborhood that often.
I didn't
But
think
that
so.
took that. Because the notion of hijacking taxpayer-funded public schools for religious purposes is toxic, and one of the best things we have in this country is that public education is secular. And by virtue of being secular, it's the only way to actually guarantee that it is tolerant of all religions. So the moment that exception is made, the entire system is compromised, and that system is one of the reasons why I live in this country.
Our position for the Jewish Defense Movement is that radical imams are leading these services. And they come with their doctrines and their philosophies of hate, of the Muslim Brotherhood, of intolerance. And therefore, people have woken up and people are outraged.
Well, then hold on a second then. Would moderate imams, would you be fine if it was a moderate progressive imam leading their prayer service? Would that be okay?
We're not here because of a hypothetical. We're here because of a real issue that's going on. Radical imams teaching right now, and that is a serious problem.
My name is Pamela, and I'm here because I stand for freedom, I stand for equality, I stand for justice. All the things that are slowly being vanquished in this society because of special treatment for special groups. I have nothing against prayer. I am a religious person myself. I'm of the Christian faith, and I have come from India. I was in India till I was almost 16 years old. So I've lived with people of Hindu background, Muslim background, Christian background. And I know how to get on with all kinds of people. But my father came to Canada because there was some discrimination against Christians in India, quite a bit of discrimination. He thought he was coming to a Christian country. He was very disappointed when we went to school here and the Lord's Prayer was stopped. We were not allowed to say the Lord's Prayer. Even though it's from the Bible, it's a very neutral prayer. It doesn't mention anything Christian or Christ. It's a neutral prayer. He was very disappointed because he found Christianity was relegated out of the public sphere. It was treated almost like a disease. My father has now been dead for many years, and I'm very grateful that he has not lived to see the day where Christianity has become a religion which people despise, where in a culture which was based on Judeo-Christian principles, Christians are not allowed to say Christmas, not allowed to have Christmas trees in many schools, and are not allowed to say prayers, but other religions are allowed to, or at least one other religion is allowed to. So I'm here to support freedom, equality for all, same treatment for everyone, and values which will support Canadian values of freedom. That's why I'm here.
Thank you so much, Pamela.
Thank you.
So tell me why you're out here today, and your name, if you can, if you don't mind.
My name is Rasha Noor. I'm here to protest against prayers, Islamic prayers in the school.
And why do you feel so strongly about this?
Because it's a division for the community. Like, we need to feel Canada. We need to feel like we are part of this community. We cannot take this community and divide in parts. Part are Muslim, part are Christian, part are Jewish. Like, there is too many religions are here. The kids need to communicate. They need to grow together. They need to learn how to deal with each other. If we're gonna separate part of the kids by themselves, it's gonna be a huge problem because they cannot be part of the community later on. there won't be any harmony between kids, because Islamic teaching them how to be separated. We have our own food, we have our own clothes, we have our own prayers, we have our own everything, and everybody's around you are infidels. So it's a problem. So if you teach the kids that everyone around him is an infidel, he's gonna look at his friend and he's gonna tell him, you are an infidel. You're not clean. He's gonna talk to him this way. If you want to teach your kid your faith, you need to teach him in the mosque, not in the district, in the school, in the public system. If you want to teach your kid how to be a Muslim and teach him Islamic faith in the school, you need to take him to an Islamic school, not in the public school. Because I send my kids to the public school, and I don't want my kids to learn Islam. I don't want my kids to be persecuted and to be under persecution environment and separated from other kids.
What would you say to the people, for instance, these two who are very thankful that the Toronto District School Board has made this accommodation? They consider this Islamophobia.
It is, because if you're gonna let them pray in the, like, you need to understand the rule of equality. If you're gonna allow Muslim to pray in the schools, you need to allow Christian to pray in the school, you need to allow Hindu to pray in the school, you need to allow Buddhists to pray in the school, you need to allow Jewish to pray in the school. Every single one have the same right and the same time to pray in the school. And now we're gonna change the school system into a religion system, because you won't be able to give everyone the same time to pray in the school, and you're gonna take from the classes time to give them this right to pray. So it's even to make it all religion or to make it education.
Well, what if they said, let's make it all religion, let's make it
Okay, if they want to make it religion, it's not in the public school, because it's not only for Muslims. They can send the kids only for religion in the mosque, but they cannot send the kids only for religion in the public system.
Yes. What is your religious background?
I'm a Muslim background. I convert to Christianity.
Yeah, we are here because they said they got Muslim prayer going to be in school, so we are here against that. Okay, we don't want our children to be filtered in that Muslim prayer. That's why I'm here.
That's why we are here. We are against that.
You're against Muslim prayer in
yes, we're against that. Yes. If Muslim prayer can be at school, Christian prayer is supposed to be at school too. Yeah, we're against that. That's why we are
no tolerance.
Yeah, no tolerance
for that. It's unacceptable.
Jesus died for us. Muhammad not died for us. Jesus died for us.
Muhammad is a big liar.
So Muhammad is a big liar?
Big liar.
Okay.
Yes, we say that Muhammad is a big liar.
The Bible said, do not lie, do not kill. One of the 10 Commandments said that. Muhammad is a big liar.
Yes,
we do not believe in that. We believe
we
on
stand
our
behind
God.
that.
And you stand behind that?
Yes, we stand behind that.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you so much, ladies. It's much appreciated.
All right, you're welcome.
Okay, and roll.
Hey, my name's Rod Francie. One of the reasons I'm here is because I'm outraged at what's happening in our public schools, what's happening to the children. We have 2 children in our church. They're 2 twins, neatest kids you ever want to meet. They were not allowed to establish a prayer meeting in their school, even though the Muslims had the whole cafeteria and announcements during the week. So this is just absolute favoritism. What part of wrong are we having a hard time with? This is just wrong times 100. So that's why we're here, and people power. It's coming together.
And what's the name of the school that this took place in?
Oh, wow.
Humber Summit.
Humber Summit.
Humber Summit.
Humber Summit. So they've been, it's open blatant discrimination. That's all it is. And our country, they're using our freedoms against us. We want to tolerate the tolerant. We don't want to tolerate the intolerant. There's a difference. And Islam is not a culture or an ideology of tolerance at all. It wants to ultimately take over the world. It has a vision for world domination. And people who are in the know and not politically correct are speaking up like we are here today. So we encourage you and everyone watching this, speak up, come out for the next rally, let your voice be heard.
I'm Ryan Brown. I'm here because I believe strongly that prayer of any sort, of any religion, should be kept out of public institutions, especially our public schools. I don't think it's right that an imam is coming into a public school to conduct prayer services. I think that goes against our it does go against our charter and against our values as Canadians. I don't agree with the segregation of boys and girls from each other, as well as the segregation of young women who are menstruating from the rest of the group. This should not be taking place in a public institution. I want to state fully that I am an atheist. I am not associated with any of these religious groups. In fact, I take issue with a lot of the things they are saying against Islam. My only issue today is that I do not agree with prayer in public schools, whether it be Christian, Jewish, or Muslim.
Behind me, if that media person can see, and those are Hindus. So, one thing is important, that we are not against any religion. However, it is very important that all religions are treated equally by TDSB. All religions are treated equally. Public funds are for the public education. That's my belief. And in schools, since long time back, the Lord's Prayer was denied. How come the other prayers are being allowed in schools? They should not be allowed. So there are so many important issues besides the issue of Sharia law, besides the issues of women, have the rights of women. They should not be infringed by any religion. All the women's rights has to be taken care of. In Hindu religion, we treat lady like a Devi. Devi means goddess. And we pray to goddess. That's the Hindu religion is. And no lady should be given a second class or third class treatment in a religion. And these things are very, very important. All I am saying here is that public funds are for public education. That's the bottom line. Thank you.
So don't transfer that to Canada. Okay. We run away from these countries because they persecute people. We came to Canada for freedom. Okay, and this don't segregate us again. You want to demand it. Tell the people here what Sharia law means. What is Sharia law? To cut the hand. No, it does not. You don't know about Islam. I was learning Islam in school. No, really? Okay, then I learned Islam. Into account for Islam, you know what Islam means. Beat your wife. Beat your wife. The men have the right to work, to marry. What it means and what you preach is something else. Do you know why? Why? Do you know why they do that? Exactly, because you are close-minded. You don't open your mind. It only means peace among Muslims, nobody else. Because you don't know that. How many people, 99.9% of Muslims today don't have because they're afraid to do it here. This is a public school. Yeah. There is no religion in public school. You ask me, there is not. We don't have prayers for Christians or Jews in public school. You don't know what they're doing. So why do you get prayers in public school? Okay, why don't you guys get prayers in private prayer? No, because you're not allowed to have prayers in public school. Not in public school. There is no Jewish or Christian prayers going on in public school. Because you guys aren't asking for it. No, religion is not part of the public school system. Well, anyway, TDSB,
you look it up, you will find that it is the law.
It's only Muslims.
Look it up. Look it up. Because this isn't about Muslims or Islam. It's about the fact that it's a public school, period. Build your own school and have prayer there.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
We don't get
Isn't it better than it says little kids or 13, 14-year-olds going out to go do drugs and whatever instead?
Excuse me, what does one have to do with the other?
What do you mean? We're the Muslims?
Well, I'm sorry, you can use that excuse for Christian kids and Jewish kids too.
Okay,
why are you advocating for people that let your
I am advocating. Everybody has the right to pray. Everybody has outside of
Yes, not in the school, not in the school.
Just a second, I'm quoting.
You can pray anywhere.
I'm gonna quote from. Excuse me, I'm gonna quote.
And you have a nerve coming here, you know? You have a nerve.
I'm gonna quote from Quran.
I read the Quran.
I'm gonna quote from your Quran. Surah 23. I learned it in school. If you see the Jewish and the Christian, corner them and kill them. You go asking Muhammad about that. Huh? Take your possession. Where do you find them? How can you say about that? And you're standing here and telling me you know about Islam. You know nothing. No, I'm not. I know nothing about Islam. You know nothing. Because I was one of them. I know what we taught in school about Christians. Don't talk to them. Take their possession. Do everything to them.
I have a question as
You're
well.
born in this
When was the last time any Christian attacked the Muslim? When was the last time any Jewish attacked the Muslims? Never. We always try to be peacemakers. But in the Gaza, they're constantly, the Muslims are constantly attacking poor Jewish people. In Egypt, one church was attacked, and in Iraq, they're killing another church.
Not one.
There you go.
They're killing every day.
I've been talking about so much about politics, but I'm not even going into it.
You are not allowed to teach Islam in Canada, in school. In school. We will be after every single Muslim to get our right. Enough Christian being weak.
Well, I'd like to thank TDSB for supporting us and not for banning party prayers. Thank you.
I wish they would support me.
No exceptions.
And my religion.
Yeah.
No exceptions.
Exactly.
What makes you so special? Why should you get special treatment?
Why can't I say the Lord's Prayer?
Because you think you get special treatment.
The Lord's Prayer in the Quran of public school. And we're not allowed to have our Christmas concert.
Yeah, Jewish. Nobody. I did. I was on that. I know what's all about. I know what's all about. They can fool the world. When the Quran says beat your wife, and then they translate it in English and say this is
What happened to the man? What happened to the man? Does he get a medal of honor? Does he get a medal of honor?
Those are extremist Muslims that do that.
That's what you are preaching.
That's what people do. That's what they portray in the media. No, that's not. I'm portraying for myself to be killed as a woman.
But that's what your religion does.
Why?
That's what your religion does. Women can wear pants. Women can wear pants and they get slashed. And men are so Western dressed. Women cannot wear pants. What kind of religion is that? You are not following your religion.
You're not
wearing a hijab. You're not following religion. You're not wearing a hijab.
That's not forced upon. That's my choice.
Oh, come on. Come on. If you were in Pakistan, you'd certainly be wearing one, or you would have a tough time. I can guarantee
Saudi
it.
Arabia too. But, you know, I'm in Canada. We have our freedom.
Oh, so Canada. Okay, would you want. No, I'll ask you one question. I'll ask you one question. Okay. Do you want Sharia law to replace Canadian law?
No.
Are you absolutely sure? Then you're not a practicing Muslim.
No, that's not true.
No, you're not a practicing
Can I
Muslim.
ask you a question? Why does Islam teach to kill Christians? No, it does. Surah 929. Kill those who do not follow Muhammad or Allah. Why don't you read your Quran? And then you say to me that you should teach that crap in school and allow that crap in school? Islam is a satanic cult, and you know it. No, because if you follow any Islamic country, they're killing Christians and Jews. They're doing it. Why don't you open your eyes? All we're asking is the parents, your Muslim parents, get you out of the school to stop praying. Go to school and read and write like everybody else, but no prayers. If you guys have a religion of peace, if you guys have a religion of good quality and love, then look what you're causing. Look at the trouble. Why? Because you're asking things that shouldn't be.
Because we're asking to pray?
No, because the Quran teaches to kill Christians.
No.
Yes, it does.
To pray in the school.
Of course it does.
To pray in the school.
What's the problem?
Religion doesn't belong in the school.
You shouldn't use your parents got to get you students out of class. Then we'll be happy. Then we'll all be happy. Otherwise, our schools will turn into prayer classes. Everywhere will be Hindu classes, Christian classes, Jew classes. Don't you get the picture? It's not going to work. So get out of our schools with your prayers. Go to your mosques, dear. Don't come to our schools.
That was the whole problem. But thank you,
no exceptions. No exceptions.
I just want to read something.
No exceptions. You're no different than anybody else.
Yeah, our Bibles are taken out of...
There's no Lord's Prayer in the school anymore allowed.
We're not into because the Bible is considered as offensive. How is that offensive?
I don't find it offensive.
Nobody. That's how the Bible is.
Lord's Prayer is not allowed in school anymore. Why should you be able to pray in a public school?
The whole issue is it's a public school.
Even in offices they let you pray.
No, they don't. They let you pray. They won't let me pray.
No exceptions.
They won't let me pray.
In universities they let us pray.
They let you, but not us.
What do you mean with us? There's a specific place
Anyone
in universities that let anybody pray. So I don't see the problem with having
I was never allowed to. Never.
You're not, okay,
because I'm Christian.